David Axelrod is joining us this morning, the former City Hall bureau chief of the Chicago Tribune, but perhaps better known to everyone these days as the chief strategist and architect of the president's victory in 2008 and his most recent re-election as well. David, thank you very much for joining us this morning.
Great to be with you, Scott.
As we noted earlier, the unemployment rate on Inauguration Day in 2009 was 7.8, and it's 7.8 today. The president has a lot of work cut out for him. What do you think we will see from the president with regard to the economy going forward in the second term?
Well, first of all, I think it's worth noting that it was 7.8 on the day he took office. It quickly went up to 10.2 when the full brunt of the recession hit. So we've come back because of some difficult decisions he's made. We've laid a foundation for progress, but we have to build on it, not just to get the unemployment rate down, Scott, but also to make sure that work pays, that people who work hard can get ahead, that they have some sense that their kids can do better. And to do that, we're going to have to not only take care of our fiscal problems, but also make some investments in education and research and development, innovation, to get control of our energy future. All of that will be a part of the president's vision for the next 4 years.
You know, Bob Schieffer mentioned earlier this morning the tragedy in Newtown, Connecticut. The president is proposing a number of changes to the gun laws in this country. How much a part of the president's resolve will that be in the months coming?
Well, the president always said that you have to do many things at once when you're president, but that's a very important thing. We can't keep replicating these tragedies, and it's not just the big tragedies, it's the smaller tragedies that happen every day on the streets of our communities. So he's very determined to move forward on this package of laws. They're not the only things we need to do. Some of the things have less to do with government and more to do with what we do in our home and what our children play in terms of video games and what they watch. But certainly we need to do something about guns, and we're hopeful that we're at a moment where we can pass the impasse that we've seen in the past and really move forward on it.
Hey, David, Bob Schieffer here.
Hey, Bob.
In normal times, probably we wouldn't report this, but in these fractured times, this just in, as they say, I'm told that Speaker Boehner, Eric Cantor, the number 2 Republican in the House, and Mitch McConnell, the Republican leader in the Senate, are at the White House right now having coffee with the president. Do you think that there really is a chance that there can be some sort of a get-together, a bipartisan effort, something we haven't seen thus far?
You know, not on everything, Bob, but on some things for sure, and not just because people become enlightened, but because of their self-interest. If you look at your own polling and the polling that we've seen in the last few days, the Republican Party is trading at record lows, the Congress at almost record lows. The strategy of obstruction has not worked well for the Republican Party. That's why I think you saw them retreat from the plan to push this debt ceiling issue immediately upon returning to work. So I think that there's a prospect for getting some things done. Certainly on issues like immigration reform, there's a powerful impetus for there to be progress, and I think we can make some.